Hello future developers, and then welcome to the continuation of our video card component. Okay, so in our previous lesson, this was what we were able to do. Okay, so just that's the document structure. So we are able to embed the UI, that's the video. Okay, there's some text and then a button and then a clickable link. Okay, so now we would want to actually style this to get something as we see here. So something like this. Okay, so that said, let's get started. Okay, so remember, as usual, I've already linked my HTML and my CSS as you see here. So now I can just go to style in my document structure. So inside my main.css, I'm going to have to type the asterisk sign. Okay, so we are actually going to reset our UI. So I'm going to set my margin to 0, and then padding to 0. To 0. And then we'll do box sizing. So box sizing, we'll set it to border box. So box size and border box. Okay, so this is going to help us to get the actual size of our documents. Okay, so next let's work on the body. So I'm going to do body. Then inside the body, we'll give it a background color. Set it to hash. Let's use, okay, so I have the code here. Let's paste this here. Okay, would come to our body, okay, later. So let's work on the container. Okay, so remember, I have a container class. So I'm going to give my container a background color of, let's say, white. Let me just copy this, paste this here. I'm going to change it to white. Let's just move this. Okay, so you can see our container is white. And then I'm going to give it a width of, let's use 850 px. And then a height of 50 px. Let me enlarge it and see what we have. Okay, so this is what we have. Okay, then we'll give it a border radius of 5 pixels. So border radius, so we want it rounded. Okay, so you can see it's rounded somewhere here. Let's enlarge it and see. So you can see we've rounded the container. Okay, so next we would want to display flex. Okay, so already we know how to do display flex. So in this case, we want to actually move all of these to the right side. Okay, so display flex, just so they align horizontally. Okay, so flex row, so display flex. Okay, so you can see they've moved to the right side. Okay. Okay, so now let's work on the iframe. So you can see we have some, they are too close. So you want to give it some margin. Okay, so here we have, remember we have the iframe. I'm going to do iframe. So I'll type iframe. And then I'm going to have to give it a margin of, let's use 70 px for top and then bottom, then 10 px for the right, and then 40 px for the left. Okay, so you can see we have the margin now. Okay, and 40 px. Okay. Okay, so now we would want to use the display flex to try to center our image. So display flex. Okay, so we are going to center it in a moment. Then we'll do justify content. So justify content, we'll set it to center. Then let's see what happens. Okay, so it's centering it. Okay, but we want it centered in the middle. Okay, so we'll do align items. We set to center, but let's see what happens. Okay, so it's not taking effect. Okay, so let's try doing the setting the height to 100 VH, to 100 viewport height. Okay, and let's see what happens. Okay, so it forces it to center itself. So let's try taking this out and let's see whether it would actually center. So I'm going to comment this out and let's see what happens. Okay, you can see it's not able to center. Okay, so we need it to be able to help it center. Okay, so that should be it for this session. Okay, so in the next lesson we'll work on styling more of these. Okay, so thank you, and then I'll see you in the next lesson. Thank you.